So it looks like the Busby law firm, Tony Busby's law firm in Houston, is on the trail of a bunch of looted money out of Mexico, where in Montgomery County and Harris County, the money was laundered by filtering it through developments and subdivision purchases and houses. All kind of real estate money laundering there in good old Conroe, Texas. The Marcos family, Imelda and Ferdinand Marcos, did the same thing back during the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, along with huge numbers of other people across the United States, including that fella Noriega, and the dope traffickers from Europe. They used all the banks in America to launder hundreds of billions of dollars in dope money. Every major bank in the country was doing it, and not one person got charged. Not one arrest. Laundering vast amounts of narcotics profits through all the U.S. banks. And then you kind of move along and you ask yourself about this $25 billion settlement where Barack Obama and Eric Holder and Loretta Lynch and Schneiderman, well, they diverted $3 billion and passed it out to their political pals and their political buddies. That's 3,000 million. That's what Barack Obama and the boys did with a portion of the 25 billion from all these funny little odd mortgage swindles. Isn't it odd that they settled all that and nobody went to trial? Lee Farkas went to trial, and Robert L. Vickers, old Bobby Vickers, holy smokes, old Bob Vickers went to trial down there in Houston. Let's see. Let's talk about Houston, Texas-based real estate and banking fraud, and Houston, Texas, Conroe-based real estate scheming and scamming, and savings and loan robbing, and mortgage finance system swindling with real estate. The old dirt dealing tricks. Now to Anthony Busby, Tony Busby of the Busby Law Firm. I see that you got a lot of properties up around Conroe, the Woodlands, and all properties all over the Harris County. I'd like you to take a look into RLG Holdings. That's the Rita Lababetti Group, and Westgate Investments. Westgate Investments. The Purple Capital Group there from Dubai, and all their real estate scheming and scamming with the Western banks. And if you got any questions about the Western banks, Mr. Busby, all you have to do is get a hold of Nelda Luce Radabow Blair, old Jim Blair's wife, and Montgomery County Judge Barb Sadler. Now you see, Mr. Sadler, all that funny Mexican money being invested around the Woodlands, all that stolen, laundered Mexican money from Mexico, that was all going on during your tenure. Isn't that fascinating, Nelda Radabow? Nelda Luce Radabow Blair. Interesting woman. Folks, I'm going to make it short tonight. I'm kind of tired. But the last thing I want to say to the world is quite simply this. I told y'all they were using real estate schemes and scams to rob the United States for hundreds of billions. Well, they used real estate schemes and scams, the old dirt dealing, they stole trillions. That's the reality of it. Just exactly like I have been saying for over 35 years. They used real estate scheming and scamming to rob trillions. So to my good old friends, Judge Kathleen Hamilton and United States District Judge Lynn Hughes, and to my old pal there, Federal District Judge Lee Rosenthal, and Norman Black, and a few of those prosecutors there at the Federal Assistant U.S. Attorney's Office there in Houston, I told you so. And the last person I want to give a tip of the hat to is former United States Secret Service agent Rick Williams. He's up there in the Woodlands. Former U.S. Secret Service agent Rick Williams and Tom Williams. He was a drug interdiction officer with the United States Customs Service. He fly chase jets when they were running a load of, heroin or a big load of cocaine. Tom Williams and Candy Williams were on call for the Drug Enforcement Division of U.S. Customs. My old friends from Montgomery County, Texas. Folks, I'm going to leave it right there. As always, hasta la vista. God bless. And Donald Trump, Donald Trump, where's all these trillions? Mr. Sessions, Mr. Christopher Wray, why are there trillions missing in these real estate schemes and these real estate scams? Folks, I think I'll leave it right there. Hasta la vista. We will be back.